if you're a Gemini born on May 21st through June 20th, what can you expect for the month of April 2020? Let's tune in and find out. So Geminis, I feel like you have been turned upside down and everything is falling out of your pockets. It's like one of those rides, those that just turn upside down, and you're hung like that, and you're inverted and everything is upside down. I'm sorry. Just realized that my friend who just died was a Gemini. You may have seen him on the news. His name was Dr. Frank Gabrin, and he was like family. So, yeah, so his life was clearly turned upside down. And so I'm going to move back in here to make this about you and not about me as my emotions come up here. As I connect with my dear beloved friend, a Gemini in spirit, little Frankie. So let's focus on now. For you Geminis, what's going to happen in April? Okay, so I feel like there's some movement, there's some adjustment. For some it won't be fast enough. It's almost like painful. Like when are they going to let us out of this upside down position? And as something Frank would say, which would be, love the pain, be where you're at, right? So what I've been doing with all of the videos, all of the signs, I've been asking a question. And the question is, why is this happening for you? So whatever is going to go on for you in April, in your particular sign as a Gemini, why is this happening for you? So let's look and see what the answer is to that for you guys. So, okay, so in particular, it's happening for the Gemini sign. So you guys, you have the capacity to see both sides, and you're being shown two sides, and then to choose which side that you want to create your life from, the reactive side or a side that is creative and happy and expansive. So you're being given an opportunity to see all sides of things or both sides of things, and then to choose from that. So it's waking you up to the duality in life and your role and how you want to create your life for you. So you have that ability to influence people. You have the ability, more importantly, to influence yourself. And by influencing yourself, you have an effect on other people. And then that effect will take root in others. So just slow down and notice, why is this happening for you, in your daily life, and stopping and looking and seeing the right side of things for you, right? You Geminis, you can go back and forth, flip left and flip right. So which side do you want, right? How do you want to create your life? And then notice that, and you do that by slowing down, paying attention, and then giving what you give energy to will grow. So notice where your thoughts are going, notice where your energy is going, and what you give energy to will grow. So let's look at your romantic relationship. What's in store for you Geminis for your romance this month? So there's going to be an opportunity for you to have some fun, enjoy each other. I just see a lot of you like just cuddling up and enjoying one another and creating some fun times together, and really trying to bring light, right? Trying to bring some enjoyment to an otherwise kind of stark reality if you were to look at the reverse of it. So it's really this capacity that you have to spread joy to your partner. And I just see some nice connections with you and your partners in being able to really be there for each other, have fun, and it feels honest and it feels real. So I just feel like there's room and there's opportunity for it to be really lighthearted and enjoyable. Now, for those of you that are single, is there any opportunity for love for you guys who are single? So you're being asked to kind of, it's really, really interesting visual. I just saw like this worm, like you guys worming yourself into your own heart, getting into your own heart and loving yourself, like just like this little S energy going inside and just loving who you are. And when you can just really slow down and love that aspect of yourself, it opens the door to let others love you too. So with this self-love comes an opportunity to connect with other people who feel that same love of themselves and that same connection. So it feels like the opportunity comes from friendship. It feels like the door that's opened is through a friendship door and through deepening friendships, and that can lead to a romantic relationship. So I would look at more at cultivating connections through conversation and through self-love and through sharing, and then that could lead to a romantic relationship. Okay, let's look at career for you Geminis. Okay, so some of you, I just see like the career's just been like just ripped, like just shredded. And for some of you, it's just like so much work to do. So it must be those of you that are in the healthcare, just kind of like feeling there's a lot of pressure on you. But it feels slow. It feels quiet. So what are you being asked to do with your careers? So you're really being asked to look at yourself and look at your talents and even write down what your talents are, what you're really good at, what you're creative, what you notice people always comment about you, where are your strengths, and then look at those strengths. And you can ask questions, right? So by asking questions, it opens doors for us to be able to receive something new and to be able to get new conversations and new opportunities to make a difference in the world. So for you guys, there may be things that are connected to your heart energy, to conversations, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through healing, whether it's through sharing, but it definitely has to do with teaching other people. So a lot of you guys are teachers, a lot of you are sharers. Look at the things that you know, that you've already learned, that you've explored, that you've done really well at, right? So I can see some of you moving more towards gaining an audience by sharing your own life or sharing things that you have discovered about yourself, and potentially that could lead to a new business. I see others taking this time out of career to educate yourself, to go take online courses yourself, to become the student and to sharpen skills that you want to have for yourself so that you can be viable or be relevant in a way that matters to you. So I see education, whether you're teaching it or you're studying, as a part of your career. So look at your careers and look how you can improve yourself, either by taking more classes, or whether you're supposed to be the teacher of something, maybe not the career you're in, but of something else that you have. So education is coming up on both sides within your career as a key in the month of April. So check that out and see if you can expand your career that way. Let's look at money as far as money goes for you Geminis. I'm not feeling many problems this month. It could be that you have enough, or that you have resources, or that you have people who are paying you already through the month. I am feeling just like overall tightness in the chest, which feels more like anxiety around money, anxiety around having enough, or how long you need to sustain this. We have a full moon April 7th in Libra, and that full moon may bring news for you around your career, or around almost like, it reminds me of, you know, getting to the meat. So it's like having a walnut, cracking the walnut and opening it up to get to the meat. So there may be something that cracks open for you to get at. And sometimes that's not always, it could even mean that, wow, you're going to have to go, open your IRA and get the cash out so you can use it. It's not optimal because you take a big penalty and all those sorts of things, but you need it, and thank God you have it, right? It's like that. It feels like it's like a tough nut to crack, but when you crack it, there's meat there, right? So with money, it's like, ugh, I have to cash in my insurance policy, or I have to cash in that. But it's money that I get, this money. So it's like a tough nut to crack, but there's money there. So your emergency funds, I feel like you have them. I feel like they're there. So you have resources, even if it's not readily in your mind, there are resources there for your money. Okay, let's look at your health for Geminis. Well, and for you Gemini, it is your lungs. It is there's grief with your lungs, and whether that's because you've lost a loved one, or it's because you yourself are fighting this virus, or somebody you love is fighting this virus, or you're worried about the economics of things. That's where grief lives, in the lungs. So you're just being asked to be present. Be present to the pain, move through it, don't resist it, whatever you're feeling, allow yourself to feel it. And really feel it, like really go into it, but don't go into it any longer than 3 to 5 minutes. By going into it 3 to 5 minutes, you're being really present with it, and it moves it along. And then you can stop, and then you can bring white light in and thank your body for doing that. And then in another hour, you can do it again. It keeps you in front, keeps you in control of the healing, so you don't feel like, wow, I'm never going to get out of this. It's a way to manage your own anxiety, your own grief, and your own fear. And there's a collective fear out there too. So just want to, have the awareness that, if you're sensitive, you're not only feeling your emotions, but you're feeling the collective emotion of everybody's fear. So how do you get out of that? Is stop and just have the awareness, well, this is not all mine, right? So we just turn it around and send love and healing to everybody, as well as grieving, taking the moment to feel that pain, feel it, allow it through, and then stop, thanking yourself for being able to do that, fill yourself with white light, and then send that love out. And it's just a way for you to keep and stay in the flow of good health and being able to feel the emotions that you're feeling and process them. All right, let's see if there's anything unexpected for you guys for this month. Yeah, the end of April, there's some new beginnings. There's some new opportunities for happiness. There may be a lot of you guys that are moving or letting go of things that are no longer working. There's some adjustments that are coming or that are happening, but there's a lot of good that's going to come through this or out of this. And so you want to hang on to the insights that you're getting, those for yourself, like those moments of clarity. They're like, oh, I need to do this. And turn down the volume on the noise in the physical world, and turn up the volume on your own intuition, your own insights, your own connection to spirit, your awareness that this too shall pass, this is just but a moment, right? And then at the same time, you take the physical actions that you need to take in the world, but you remain connected and filled with that energy from your heart, from your creator connection. And you guys have this real sensitivity to be able to bring that energy in and to be able to funnel it and channel it out to other people. You guys really, Geminis, you guys have such a gift for writing and speaking and sharing and teaching and educating. So really allow yourself to feel that. Sorry, I heard my cat. I don't know if you can see him, but he's having a good time back there. There's also invite the change in. So you're being asked as Geminis, invite the change in, right? Like whatever it is, because you guys are so good at going back and forth, right? You're so good at being able to flip when needing to flip. So invite the change in, because inviting you as Geminis, being able to invite the change in, lead everybody else. Like, it's kind of like the first one that jumps in the pool and says, hey, it's fine, everybody, jump in, right? You don't hold back. So it's that crisp, creative connection that you guys all share and that you bring to the world that's being asked, brought up. And yeah, it can be a pain in the neck, and yeah, it can be a pain in the ass and all those things, right? But what you focus on is going to grow. So as you find that inner creative source inside of you, you're going to light up the place, light up your heart, and then these good things are going to happen for you. Now there's a new moon on Taurus on April 22nd. And that's going to really, has to do with your voice and being heard and being noticed for your voice. So I just feel more things are going to happen for your voice, for you to get noticed and appreciated and acknowledged for the wisdom that you have, for what it is you want to share. People want to stop and hear what you have to say. So just notice that your voice, there's an opportunity for you to be heard, especially with that new moon in Taurus on the 22nd. And that could lead to more money too. So step back and start asking yourself, what are my resources? What are my gifts? What are my talents? And then let go, and then just notice what people acknowledge you for or congratulate you on, or look to your past and see, wow, I've proven to be really a good people person. I'm a really good listener, or I'm a no bullshit individual. I can really see what stands out, right? Because your gifts are going to be opened up and displayed. And if you can see them, you have a better opportunity then to capitalize on them and to create newly with them. So everything this month is all about creation, opportunity, slowing down, allowing yourself to feel whatever feelings are there and not rushing. And yeah, it's an upside down world, but at the end of the month, things are going to start to move again. And even if it's just you that's moving with ideas and conversations, and the rest of the world may be still sitting space, right? Like things may still be as they are right now, with things closed down, as we here are in Los Angeles. It still may be that way, but you don't have to be that way. You can be moving forward. You can be turning and churning ideas and conversations. So just because you may be externally looking like it's stagnant, internally, you don't have to be stagnant. So remember that you are a co-creator of your life. You have the capacity and the energy, and the resources are all right here. So I see all the resources in front of you. All you have to do is open your eyes and ask the questions, and these resources are going to start to open up for you to rely on and depend on yourself. So if you're listening to this, know that you're always given everything that you need, right? Like, the creator does not send you into this world without the skill, the mindset, and the creativity and the possibility to take care of yourself and those you love. So what there is to do is to slow down, ask the right questions, not know the answers, be willing not to know, and then be willing to be shown, have the answers coming in, and see and notice what are my gifts, what are my tools, what are my assets. Now, once you know what they are, okay, so how can I use them, make a difference for people, and get paid, right? So it's just asking new information, asking and allowing your creativity to come in, and education is a big one for you guys this month, whether you're teaching it or whether you're learning it. But education is really coming up for you this month, as well as feeling those feelings and trusting your emotions. All right, Geminis, lots of love to you guys. Thank you so much for viewing and liking and sharing my intuitive astrology. And if you like to, please comment below. I'll swing back, read your comments, and I look forward to seeing you guys again next month. Have a great month. Stay safe and be well, everybody.